It's going to happen. Social Security changes are being negotiated right now between both Republicans and Democrats. There are currently disagreements over two key changes, and it could affect millions of people and overall benefit payments. Lawmakers are hashing out plans to shore up Social Security's ailing trust funds into possible changes that will affect the benefits that Americans receive. Broadly, that comes down to two key changes: raising the retirement age and increasing the amount of annual wages subject to the Social Security payroll tax. That can mean requiring Americans to wait until they are 70 to collect their full retirement benefits. And current rules have set the full retirement age at 66 to 67, depending on the date of birth. It could also mean requiring high income Americans to pay more on Social Security payroll tax. And currently, that tax only applies to wages of up to $160,000. To be sure, other changes might be on the table. Senator King and Senator Cassidy are reportedly leading a bipartisan coalition to propose changes, including raising the retirement age to 70 years old. And their plan also reportedly calls for the creation of a sovereign wealth fund that could invest in Social Security trust funds and stocks. If the returns on those funds fell short, well, it could cause more wages to be subject to payroll taxes, as well as higher rates on those levies. Spokesman of the Cassidy and King declined to provide further details. Meanwhile, Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders reintroduced a bill that calls for reapplying Social Security payroll tax on wages for people making over $250,000. It would also require wealthy individuals to pay a 12% tax on businesses and investment income. The plan would add $2,400 a year to benefits. And discussion about how to shore up Social Security has increased since Joe Biden's State of the Union, during which he prompted both sides of the aisle to promise that they cut the program. But the clock is ticking to shore up the program. A recent report projected that Social Security's combined funds may run out in 2023, 2 years sooner than the actual people estimate that could happen. And changes to prevent those cuts may have a profound effect on Americans' retirement and the United States wealth distribution. The Social Security full retirement age is gradually changing to 67, based on changes enacted in 1983. Lawmakers are considering raising the full retirement age again to 70, and the change will result in a 20% benefit cut across the board to lifetime benefits. As Democrats resist benefit cuts, Republicans oppose higher taxes. Finding a compromise to fix the program will not be easy. It will be crucial to look at the effects of any reform package in its entirety. A higher retirement age may be accompanied by other changes like a robust pairing, a vote on Democrats' brand new stimulus checks. Bernie Sanders is also working with lawmakers to push for the renewal of a monthly stimulus check, everybody. So you want to be sure to continue watching to never miss out on the most important stimulus news. Today, President Biden signed a bipartisan bill that aims to strengthen U.S. competitiveness.
Go to advancingAmericanFreedom.com. You'll see we spent a lot of time on it. Our organization has actually spent the better part of $10 million already in the last 4 months.
In Dr. Shah's position are often put in front of the media, and they have 12 seconds to respond to very difficult issues. And meanwhile, people are reading social media, and they're hearing this study and that study, and people say, what the hell is going on? So I hope we'll have a few minutes to get into a little bit more depth about some of the very serious issues surrounding COVID. Let me begin. And by the way, many of the questions that I'm going to ask Dr. Shah came from Facebook. We asked people to come up with, ideas that were on their minds.
Everyone, $200 bonus checks are being sent out right now to millions of Americans, and new financial assistance has been approved for low-income households. More and more people are showing their support for new inflation relief checks. And here is some big news. The New York governor has also announced that New York families on public assistance can expect an additional boost to their wallets this month to help cover back-to-school costs. The one-time payments come as inflation has tightened households' budgets across the country, making the annual shopping trip for notebooks, pencils, and backpacks a greater financial burden, particularly for low-income families. State officials begin distributing the money this week. Families on public assistance will receive $214 for each of their children. For each child of 3, families will receive $150. Public assistance provides cash to low-income families for up to 6 months who may have trouble meeting basic needs like housing. The extra help could provide some relief for families who had also benefited from the expanded child tax credit, which provided extra money to more families with children. The Rhode Island governor announced this week a one-time child tax rebate for families that will begin rolling out this fall.
Those advances. Many are reassuring, but yet because of you, America is safer, it's stronger, and is better prepared to meet whatever threat we face. And the threats are mounting, they're not diminishing. but we have you. And I know the stakes and the stress of the job take an incredible toll. Yet every single one of you answer the call every day. It's not hyperbole to suggest you're heroes.
Instead, folks, here, listen to this. Friday's report shows that spending is still robust, and some people are still forecasting another jump in the market. The economic lines are particularly zigzaggy at the moment. Some, like the strong job market, point to continued job growth and spending. Others, like the rising number of overdue car loans, point to a looming shutdown. So, what will happen in 2023? I believe that Joe Biden will send out stimulus. Hang it up! Because here is some breaking news. Looming cuts to monthly benefits are set to affect millions of low income. And now in just a few days, many will notice smaller benefit checks. Several Democrats want to take action to prevent many from falling into food insecurity. And now when the crisis has boosted food stamp benefit cuts, millions of the low income will see smaller balances in their accounts that they use to pay for groceries. At least food banks bracing for a spike in demand. And as of March 1st, the emergency allotment will see individuals and households enrolled in federal SNAP program. It will end in 32 states. And that means recipient households will see their monthly grocery allocations reduced by $95 a month. Now, $1,000 is going out this week. Many low-income households can now qualify and receive an extra $1,100 in new inflation checks. This extra relief money can be used to pay for bills or everyday necessities, especially as the cost of living continues to rise. Now, inflation reached a peak in June at 9.1%, the highest it's actually been in 40 years. And with gas prices, groceries, and other living expenses increasing throughout 2022, many states have responded by providing inflation relief checks. According to CNBC, at least 17 states are giving out some form of inflation relief to the residents right now. It's very good news. In particular, Pennsylvania is offering inflation relief checks to low-income homeowners. Those who qualify for the property tax, rent, and rebate program will get a one-time tax rebate. To qualify, homeowners must be 65 and older, or widows and widowers, 50 and older, or people with disabilities 18 and older. According to CNBC News, this rebate is a bonus in addition to one sent down in 2021. The rebate should be sent by the end of the month. It will have the amount of 70% of the one that's sent out in 2021. So guys, it's a big check going to you guys. If you guys need stimulus checks, President Biden is definitely going to be sending it out to you guys very soon. And also, Senate Democrats announced that they'll be looking into legislations designed to extend the property tax and rent relief programs for many people in Pennsylvania. Currently, the law excludes homeowners if their annual income was of over $35,000, but this new proposal would actually increase limits for renters from $15,000 to $30,000, and so the proposal would aim to exclude an applicant's Social Security COLA from the definition of income. And recent COLA increases to Social Security have